Hey everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a level 2-3 90-minute power class, power yoga class. So we get into twists, back bends, hip openers, forward folds, arm balances, balance poses, the whole lot. There's a lot of single leg work in this class. So your glutes will be on fire. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you've got comments or feedback, please let me know in the comments section below. There is the first side that we do of our Surya Namaskar B. I forget the side plank, but we come back and do it. So if you get there and you're like, shit, I need to pause the video and do it because she forgets, I don't. We come back and do it, so don't stress. We are going to get started today in a high plank pose. So if there's anything that you need to do to warm up before that, please do that. And then I will meet you there in high plank. Starting in your high plank pose, wrists underneath the shoulders, engage through the legs, draw the toes towards the wrists towards the toes. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, gentle tuck through the tail. So we're not dropping the belly towards the floor, but we're not sticking the butt up towards the sky. Take smooth inhales and exhales, expand your rib cage on your inhale, and then as you exhale, think of pulling everything up into the midline. We're going to take 5 more breaths here. Release your jaw, release your neck. Take a slow motion no, slow motion yes. And then from here, you're slowly going to drop the right knee towards the floor. So it's not going to come down and rest unless you need to. You're just kind of letting it hang, and then you're pushing more energy out through the left leg. And then you're going to switch, push energy out through the right foot. Let the left knee just kind of hang towards the floor. And then you're going to alternate. So you're trying not to wag your hips from side to side. You're just bending and straightening through the knees, seeing how this changes the load on the rest of your body. And you're going to keep this little walk, and you're going to walk it all the way back into your downward facing dog. And then you're slowly going to start to shift it back forward into your plank pose. So you're going to keep this little walk the whole time. You're going to take your own pace here. We're going to take a few more cycles of breath. You can add a little twist in here if you want to drop the heels from one side to the other. Do what feels good here. And then we're going to come back into our plank pose. Draw the big toes together. You're going to shift to the outside edge of the right foot. You can stack the left you can stack the left foot, or you can stagger if you need. You can drop the right knee if you need to. Left hip stacks on top of right wherever you are. Gaze is wherever is comfortable. And your right wrist is underneath the shoulder or slightly in front. Gentle bend through the elbow. Take 5 more breaths here. Come back to your plank pose. We're going to add a chaturanga. You can drop the knees if you need to. Shift forward as you inhale. Lower down to hover. We're going to hold this first one. Everything is just like your plank. You're sending energy out through the feet. Your thighs are engaged. Gentle tuck of the belly. And your neck is nice and relaxed. Shoulders are no lower than the elbows. Keep drawing the heels of the hands towards the feet. And then you're going to press all the way back up to plank and straight into Vashisthasana, side plank on the second side. Right foot stacks or staggers, right hand to the sky. Set up your alignment points and take 6 more slow, deep breaths here. Come back into your high plank pose. We're coming back into our chaturanga. Once again, drop the knees if you need to. Otherwise, when you're ready, lower down. Elbows hug the body. You could stay here. Otherwise, you're going to slowly float the right leg. Engage the glute. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, float the left leg. Inhale, set it down. So I'm only floating my leg to the height of the hip. So I'm pretty much just going from dorsiflexion to plantar flexion, or toes on the ground to pointing my toes back behind me. You've got one more on each side. Press the floor away, high plank pose, and then come all the way back into your downward facing dog. Keep your upper body as it is. On your inhale, you're going to bend the knees to hover above the mat, and then exhale, downward dog. Inhale, come into this bear dog sort of situation. And then as you exhale, downward dog. You've got 3 more here. You're going to bend into the knees again. This time we're going to shift forward into chaturanga. So press back into the legs, and then you're going to shoot yourself forward as if you were going to jump towards the top of the mat, but you're going to come to chaturanga instead. As you inhale, you're going to press all the way back into that little crouch, and then come all the way into your chaturanga. Press it back into your crouch, all the way into your chaturanga. Find the breath pattern that works the best for you. We're going to take 4 more. Got 1 more. And then come all the way back into your downward facing dog. Once again, ripple through the spine, come into your high plank pose. And then as you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, set up for baby cobra. Untuck the toes, inhale, push the marble away with your nose, draw the shoulders down the back as you peel the chest away from the floor. And then as you exhale, roll it down. We've got 6 more here. Sorry, we've got 7 more here. Try not to press your belly into the floor. Try and engage your back body muscles to lift you. Open through the collarbones. We've got 2 more. This last one you're going to hold at the top. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring the hands to hover by the shoulders. Keep the feet down. On your next inhale, gazes down at the floor. Sweep the arms in front of you, palms face down. As you exhale, cactus the arms, draw them back in towards your ribs. Inhale, shoot those arms forward. Exhale, palms face down the whole time, draw them back in. We've got 3 more here. Keep the lower belly drawing away from the floor so you're not just ballooning your abdominals out into the floor. 1 more, press down into the feet. Hold it here. On your next inhale, keep the cactus position. You're just going to bring the forehead and the arms down to the floor. And then on your exhale, you're going to lift all the way back up again. So keep that cactus position. Inhale, tap it down to the floor. Exhale, lift it up. This might not be a very satisfying movement because you're probably not going to get very far. Inhale, tap it down. And then exhale, bring it up. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be satisfying to work. We've got 3 more. Last one. Bring the hands under the shoulders, tucking the elbows as you inhale, tuck under the toes. As you exhale, press up, high plank pose, and then shift it all the way back, downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat, take little baby steps all the way to the backs of your wrists. Oh, that fan is nice. Inhale, come into a halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. One more like that. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Generous bending through the knees. Drop the tail. Start to ragdoll yourself all the way up to standing. We're going to take a couple of heel raises. So I'm going to be a bit picky about these. I don't want you to roll to the outside edge of your feet. So take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, you're slowly going to lift up onto the toes, but don't shift the weight to the pinky toe side. So see if you can hug your inner ankles towards each other. Maybe hug your heels and squeeze them together. Engage your inner thighs. And then as you inhale, really slowly lower down. Hands can be wherever you want. As you exhale, evenly lift up onto the heels. So spread weight through the entire front portion of your foot. Inhale, slow, lower down. 3 more here. Exhale, up onto the toes. Inhale, slow, lower down. 2 more. You could stay here. Otherwise, we're going to try 3 times on each side to do it with 1 foot. So I'm going to bring my right knee to my chest. Your leg could go behind you or it could just hover off the floor. Take an inhale. As you exhale, think of pressing almost a little bit more into the big toe side of your left foot as you lift the heel. And then inhale, slow, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Grow tall through your spine. Inhale, lower down. Whew. You got 1 more. And then we're going to switch sides. So shift to the right foot, left foot comes to wherever you're taking it. Inhale here. As you exhale, raise up onto the right toes. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, it's like someone's got a brace on either side of your ankle and you can't roll your ankle out to the side. Inhale, set it down. 1 more. Inhale, set it down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. As you exhale, forward fold. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float, chaturanga. Inhale, take your vinyasa. You could go plank, up dog, cobra, wherever you want. Option for a second chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. You can make that whatever you want it to look like. Step, walk or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Step, walk or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. We're going to do 10 more rounds. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. We're halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. One more round. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, hips back. Inhale, sweep the arms forward. Chair pose. Make sure you can see your toes. Your feet can be apart as long as your knees are also apart, or your feet can be together. Wherever you are, the weight is in your heels, but you're not lifting your toes. Even weight through all four corners of the feet. Neutral spine, so if that means dropping your hands down in line with your shoulders, so you're not overarching through your lower back, then that's fine. Do that. Sink a little lower. We're here for 5 more breaths. If they're not there already, you're going to drop the hands down in line with the shoulders. Keep your chair. Take an inhale. As you exhale, without letting the left knee drop to the center, without dropping out through the left hip, you're going to shift the weight into the left leg and draw the right knee into the chest. Single leg chair. We're going to hold this first one for 5 breaths, building some endurance. Shaking is fine, but try not to just drop out through that hip. So both your hip points face forward, and you're trying to imagine that your pelvis is like a little bucket. You don't want to tip water out of either side, forwards or backwards. Set that right foot down. Same principle, you're going to shift the weight to the right, get nice and steady, and then draw that left knee in towards the chest. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. 4 more breaths. Shift the knee back. Make sure it doesn't come over the toes. Inhale, chair pose, both feet down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Remember, you can always skip them. You You can add things on, make it yours. Inhale, you're going to sweep your right leg up to the sky, neutral hips. And then as you exhale, shift forward, draw the knee to the nose. Listen carefully. As you inhale, one-legged plank, sorry. So keep your plank, shoot the right leg back. Exhale, round the spine, draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, neutral spine, send the leg back, single leg plank. Exhale, draw it forward. Inhale, send it back. We've just got two more. This time, inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, open the right hip. Knee towards the sky, draw the right heel in towards the glutes, and draw the right shoulder down in line with the left. Keep sending that leg high, engage the hamstring to squeeze the heel to the glute, and then engage the glute to open the knee a little bit more towards the sky, as if you were doing a tree pose or a fire hydrant. You're going to keep this, take an inhale. On your next exhale, you're going to raise onto the left toes, even weight through the foot. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, drop it down. So take a look back at your foot and see what it's doing. Are you rolling out to one side? When you come up and down, can you see your heel? Like, are you way over to the left or the right? See if you can even it out so that you can't see your heel behind your ankle. Even off, three-legged dog, inhale. As you exhale, shift forward, tap right knee, right elbow. We're coming back to that single leg plank. As you inhale, send the right leg back. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, single leg plank, three more. One more. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then this time as you exhale, step it all the way forward. We're coming into crescent lunge. Inhale yourself all the way up. Take your hands to your hips. Make sure you're even. Remember your little bucket. Bend through the back knee if you need to neutralize through your spine and your pelvis. Make sure you can see your front big toes, and then reach your arms out of your rib cage and take 6 more slow, deep breaths. Hands come through heart center. We're going to open up into warrior 2. Heel to arch alignment. Make sure you can still see your right big toe. Sink nice and low into that right leg without collapsing the knee. And then grow tall from the rib cage to the pelvis. Think of drawing your left rib cage back a little bit without bringing your right knee with you. We've got 4 more breaths. Flip your front palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. And then as you exhale, cartwheel your left hand down, come onto the back toes. Inhale, open the right arm to the sky. Just for this first one, we're going to stay in this twist. You could drop the back knee if you wanted to. And then you're going to ground down through the left hand. You're going to step all the way back into your side plank pose. Reach the right arm overhead as you inhale. As you exhale, your right knee is crunching up towards your right elbow. So bring the knee up as far as you can. Don't bring the elbow down. Inhale, release. Maybe the right leg hovers. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, send it long. 3 more. Inhale, lengthen. And then as you exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Maybe that right leg floats. Downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg up, keep the hip neutral. And then as you exhale, shift forward, knee to nose. Single leg plank as you inhale. Exhale, round up, knee to nose. 3 more. Inhale, three-legged dog. As you exhale, open up the hip, even off the shoulders. Look back at your right foot. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, heel raise. Inhale, lower it down. Take 4 more. Notice if this side is different to the other. It's the same alignment points, same things you're looking for. One more. Shift forward, left knee, left elbow. Single leg plank as you inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale it back. 3 more. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step forward, set up for your crescent lunge. Inhale, come all the way up. Set up your alignment points and settle in for 8 breaths. Hands through heart center, open up, warrior 2. One more breath. Flip your front palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. As you exhale, cartwheel flow through your vinyasa. From your downward dog, step, walk, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. To the breath now. As you exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Step the right leg forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Oh, I forgot the twist on the other side. Exhale, warrior 2. That's okay. Inhale, reverse your warrior. As you exhale, plant the left hand. Inhale, open up all the way to side plank. Right leg floats. As you exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, side plank. And then as you exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Left leg steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, just for this one, we're going to plant that right hand, open up that left arm and stay for the twist. Ground down through your right hand, step back to side plank on your right hand. Inhale, sweep that left arm overhead. As you exhale, crunch the elbow, the knee towards the elbow. Inhale, hovering side plank. 4 more. Actually, I lied. We're going to do an extra one so we're even. 1 more. Inhale, side plank. And then exhale through your vinyasa. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, single leg chair, right knee to chest. Inhale, chair. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Right leg steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, plant the left hand. Inhale, hovering side plank, sweep the right arm. Exhale, crunch, knee to elbow. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, vinyasa. Left leg steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, plant the right hand. Inhale, hovering side plank, sweep the left arm. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Two more like that. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale, chair. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Right leg steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, left hand plants. Inhale, side plank. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, vinyasa. Left leg steps. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, right hand plants. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale it down. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale it down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Right leg steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, Viratu. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, left hand plants. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, vinyasa. Left leg steps. Inhale, whoopsie, crescent lunge. Exhale, Viratu. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, right hand plants. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, vinyasa. Look to the top, step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. From here, we're going to come back to our single leg chair. I'm going to add on a little bit. So shift weight into the left foot. Take the hands out in front of you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Take an inhale here. Keep everything as it is. You're just going to move through the hips. So keep the knee bent. On your next exhale, send that right leg back behind you like a donkey kick. Nothing moves in the spine. It's just the right leg moving. Inhale, draw it back into the chest. Exhale, send it back behind you. We do 8 more of these. I'm taking my hands onto my hips because it helps me to stabilize myself, but you can have your hands wherever is good for you. 2 more. Draw the right knee in towards the chest. Keep your single leg chair. Just grab the shin with your hands. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, straighten out that left leg. Take a couple of circles through the right ankle. And then you're going to release the shin, but keep the knee in towards the chest. Even off through the rest of your body. Send your hands up towards the sky. If your hands need to be in front of your shoulders, that's fine. I'd prefer that than tilting your body back and water skiing. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, without sending the torso back, extend the right leg. So it might not come as high as you want to, and that's fine. Inhale, you're going to bend. Exhale, toes face the sky, straighten the leg. Inhale to bend. We're going to do 3 more like this. From here, you're going to bend your knee. You're going to turn your toes out to the side wall, external rotation. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to kick your leg out with your toes facing outwards. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, kick it out. Inhale, bring it in. 3 more like this. Bring it in. I know we've been on that left leg for a while. You've got 1 more. You're going to turn your toes towards the midline. This is going to feel really awkward, and that's okay. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, straighten the leg. Try and keep that internal rotation so the toes point towards the left. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten it out. Inhale, bend the knee. 3 more. My hip flexors are sore. Draw the knee in towards the chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, warrior 3. Take a break if you need to on that left leg. Hip pause. Rejoin us when you're ready. Otherwise, even off through your warrior 3. Just like you're standing, both hip points face towards the floor. Right leg is neutral. You can keep the hands at the heart center, or you can reach them out in front of you. If your arms are reaching, imagine that someone is pulling you from your fingertips and somebody else is pulling you from your back leg and your left hip crease, pulling those points away from each other. Slowly start to bend in through the left knee. We're coming back into single leg chair. Draw the right knee into the chest. Take 1 inhale. Exhale, set it down. Inhale into your chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here. As you exhale, left elbow is going to hook to the outside of the right knee. And then draw that left hip back in space so that the knees are even. Send energy out through the tail and reach long through the crown of the head. You're going to shift weight into the right foot. You're going to keep everything else the same. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to curl the left heel into the glute. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, donkey kick with the left. Inhale, draw the knees back together. Exhale, donkey kick with the left. Inhale, bring it back in. You've just got 6 more. One more. Set the left foot down. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it out. Inhale, lengthen. You could stay in your forward fold or exhale, flush it out. Take a vinyasa. You could add an arm balance, a handstand. You do whatever you want there. When you're ready, we're all going to meet back at the top of the mat. Very excited for round 2. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into your chair pose. Take an exhale here. Let me get a drink. Inhale, hands drop down to the height of the shoulders. As you exhale, my right leg feels tired already. You're going to shift weight into the right leg. and bring the left knee in towards the chest. Nothing else changes except for that leg moving. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, send that leg back behind you like a donkey kick. Inhale, single leg chair. Exhale, donkey kick. Inhale, single leg chair. 8 more. Keep the single leg chair. Just grab the hands around the left shin. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, hallelujah, come all the way to standing on that right leg. Give a couple of circles through that left ankle. And then you're going to release the left leg. Keep the knee to the chest. Take the hands up above your head. Take an inhale, keep a neutral spine. As you exhale, straighten that left leg any amount. It does not have to be high. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend the knee. 3 more. Bend the knee. Turn the toes out to the left, external rotation. Inhale here. Exhale, keep the rotation as you extend. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring it back in. Bring your attention to your right foot. Make sure you're not collapsing to the inside or the outside of the foot. 1 more. Bend the knee. Awkward one. Internal rotation. Turn the toes towards the left without rotating the whole pelvis. On your next exhale, extend the knee. Inhale to bend. Exhale, keep the rotation as you extend. Inhale to bend. 3 more. Bring it back in, and then you're going to bring your hands to heart center. Tilt your pelvis forward like a bucket. Warrior 3. As always, take a break if you need to. If you're feeling strong, reach the arms out in front of you. 5 more breaths. Start to bend through that right knee. We're coming back through our single leg chair. Draw the left knee into the chest and then set it down. Inhale into your chair. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sternum to thumbs. And then as you exhale, take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Draw the right hip crease back, even off through the pelvis and the knees. Lengthen through the spine. From here, you're going to keep the twist, shift the weight into the left foot. Try not to drop the pelvis as you do that. So what that means is, like, don't let that right hip shift forward. Keep drawing the right hip back. As you bend the right knee, draw the right heel into the glute. Take an inhale. As you exhale, donkey kick. Inhale, draw the knees together. Exhale, donkey kick. Inhale, draw the knees together. Got 8 more. Sorry, 6 more. One day I'll learn to count. Bring it back to your twisted chair. Inhale, release into your chair. Exhale, forward fold, let it go, shake it out. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, take it back. Your vinyasa. Step the right leg forward for crescent lunge. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to come back into that single leg chair. You thought we were done. You were wrong. So you're going to ground down through that right leg. Take an inhale. As you exhale, shift forward like you're going to come into warrior 3, except you come into a single leg chair. Inhale, step it back into your crescent. If you want to, you can sweep those arms back behind you as you come up to help balance. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, single leg chair. Inhale, crescent. We're going to do 5 more. Nice and slow and controlled. Inhale, crescent lunge. Woo. Exhale, open up. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, your side angle pose. Hand can come to a block. Forearm could come to the thigh. You could come to the inside or the outside of the leg, but keep drawing the right hip crease back. Press down through the outside edge of the left foot and make sure that that right knee doesn't collapse in. On your next inhale, keep the bend. You're going to reverse your warrior. Big transition. As you exhale, we're coming to twisted crescent. So lift the back heel. Left elbow slices across to the outside of the right knee. Palms meet together at the heart center. Press the elbows away from each other. Lengthen through the spine. Engage through the back leg. From here, we're coming back into a single leg chair. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody just left their computers. From here, you're going to plant your left hand. Inhale, open up into a simple twist. And then as you exhale, step it back into your side plank. This time, you're going to stagger the left foot in front of the right. Inhale, sweep the right arm overhead. As you exhale, this time left knee comes towards right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. See if you can keep the left leg floating. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to lengthen. Just 3 more. Plant the left foot. Inhale, side plank. And then as you exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Left leg steps. Inhale, come up into crescent. Now we really are coming back into single leg chair. So set yourself up, prepare yourself. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, shift weight into the left foot, draw the right knee into the chest, single leg chair. Inhale back into your crescent. Exhale into your single leg chair. Inhale into your crescent. We've got 8 more. Inhale into your crescent. Exhale, open up. Ooh. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then as you exhale, come down into side angle pose. Keep the bend in the left knee as you inhale all the way up, reverse your warrior. And then as you exhale, we're coming all the way to that twisted crescent. So lift the right heel, right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee, and then settle in. From here, release your right hand down. Inhale, sweep the left arm to the sky. And then as you exhale, step back into your side plank. Stagger the right foot in front of the left. Inhale, sweep the left arm overhead. And then as you exhale, right knee comes towards left elbow. Inhale, send that right leg to hover, reach the arm. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. 3 more. Inhale, come back into your side plank. And then as you exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Look towards the top of your mat. Step, walk, float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, single leg chair. Right knee lifts. This time you're going to cross the right ankle over the left thigh, coming into your figure 4. Reach those hands directly out in front of you or at heart center. We're not going to hook the elbows just yet. So come down into your figure 4. I closed the gate. My dog keeps sitting in the dirt and then walking dirt into my house. So now he's locked out. Sink a little lower. Take an inhale. On your next exhale, you're going to lift up just a few centimeters. Inhale, sink down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, sit down. Little mini single leg squats. We've got 7 more. I'm going to give you options here. You could come down, hook the elbows in front of the shins, or on top of the thigh and come into more of a hip opener. You could come down into flying pigeon, plant the hands like chaturanga arms, hook the right foot behind the left elbow, or you could come up into standing tree. Wherever you are, I'm going to give you a few more breaths to play. You take a combination of these things. Wherever you are, you're slowly going to make your way back into a single leg Tadasana, right knee in towards the chest. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, hinge forward, warrior 3. Inhale, send the arms out in front of you. You can take your hands to your hips here if it helps. As you exhale, you're going to keep the toes facing down, just float the right leg out to the right without twisting through the spine. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, don't shorten your waist as you float the leg out. Inhale it back to center. It's hard to do this without compensating, so be really strict with yourself because it builds a lot more strength and a lot more stability. You've just got 2 more. Inhale into your warrior 3, and then exhale, plant the hands, standing split. You could stay here, or if you felt like you wanted to add a handstand into your practice, here would be a great time to do that, or attempt to do that and not achieve it. What happens with my handstand? Sometimes I'm really good and sometimes I'm terrible. If you came into handstand, you're going to come back into standing split. Inhale, come into a halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, you're going to tuck the right knee behind the left. Don't worry, we're not coming to a Shiva squat. You're going to slide it all the way down to the outside edge of the left ankle and come down into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Left hand behind you. Inhale, sweep the right arm to the sky. And then as you exhale, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. You could stay here. If you wanted to take an arm balance from here, it's kind of like you're coming into side crow. You'll keep your right elbow as it is. You'll just place your hand down like a chaturanga arm, and then the left hand will come about shoulder distance away from it. Use your bottom foot as a kickstand. Shift yourself forward. Your left leg is going to be on your right arm. Nothing is on your left arm. And then you just shift forward and fly. If you came back down, into the arm balance, come back down. Everybody plant the left foot, rotate to the top of the mat, press through the left foot, inhale, standing splits. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into your chair pose. And then as you exhale, single leg chair, left knee to chest. This time, the left ankle is going to cross on the right leg. Take your hands to heart center or reach them out in front of you. Take 3 more slow deep breaths here. We're going to take those little mini squats. So as you exhale, you're going to raise up a few centimeters. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, bring it down. We've got 8 more. Come back into your figure 4. From here, options. You could bring your hands down on top of your leg and give yourself more of a hip opener. You could bring your elbows in front of your shin and stay here. You could come down into your flying pigeon, or you could come up into your standing tree. I'm going to give you several rounds of breaths, so you might take a couple of those poses and find what's best for you. About 3 more rounds of breath. Wherever you are, you're slowly going to make your way back to a single leg Tadasana with the left knee in towards the chest. Take an inhale here, and then as you exhale, hinge forward, warrior 3. Inhale, reach those arms out in front of you or take them to the hips. As you exhale, left hip stays neutral, toes face down. You're just going to float the leg out to the side. Inhale it back to center. Exhale, float it out to the side. Inhale it back to center. You've just got 3 more here. Inhale into your warrior 3, and then exhale, plant the hands, standing splits. Option to stay or another opportunity to come upside down, handstand, headstand, crow pose, pincher. When you're ready, if you came upside down, you'll float that right leg back to standing splits. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend through both knees. Left knee tucks behind the right. Slide it all the way down to the outside edge of the right ankle. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right hand behind. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. And then as you exhale, hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Feel free to stay here. Otherwise, you can take that arm balance on the second side. So this time your right leg will be on the back of your left arm. Plant the hands, use your left leg as a kickstand, and shift the weight forward. Hug the elbows in towards each other. you came into the arm balance, slowly bring yourself back down. Right leg plant, right foot plants to the top of the mat. Come all the way up, standing split. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, once again, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float. Take it through your vinyasa. Right leg steps to the top of the mat. Inhale, crescent lunge. One time, exhale, single leg chair. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, shift back at the right hip, micro bend through the right knee, triangle pose. Look forward, bend through the right knee, right hand comes forward, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Karate chop the sky with that left leg lengthen through the spine. So this is not a back bend. Ooh, get light on those right fingertips. If you want to challenge your balance, maybe those that right hand can come to the heart center like a half prayer, or it could just float a little bit off the floor. From here, we're going to start to twist this. So as slowly as you can, you're going to start to even off your torso towards the floor. Your left hand is going to come down and find the floor or a block. Your sacrum, your pelvis stays even. So take a hand to your lower back and make sure you're not dropping that left hip towards the floor. If that means you don't twist as far, then that's okay. And then you're going to start to open up your chest towards the right side of your mat. Maybe your right hand comes up. Wherever you are, keep lifting through the back of your left leg nice and strong. You're going to step that left leg back for either twisted triangle or twisted pyramid. So twisted triangle is like a warrior, one leg. The foot is down on an angle. Twisted pyramid, which personally feels better in my body, you're more like crescent lunge legs. Same principles though, don't let that left side of your pelvis just drop. It doesn't have to be dead even, don't strain through your lower back, but to the best of your ability, you're trying to keep it as even as you can and twist through the spine and the rib cage. From here, you're going to plant down through that left hand. Step the left foot back as you bend the right knee. We're in our low twisted lunge. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, we're coming back into our side plank. Inhale, sweep the arm up. And then as you exhale, you're going to thread the needle. Right hand comes underneath the left rib cage. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, the top leg lifts towards the sky. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, open up. Exhale, open the top leg. Inhale, set it down. 3 more of each. And then you're going to shift it forward into your plank and then come through your vinyasa. Step the left leg forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. One time, exhale, shift forward, single leg chair. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, reverse your triangle. And then as you exhale, shift forward, triangle pose. Look forward, a little bend through the left knee. Take that left hand forward, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Feel free to stay here, otherwise maybe that left hand floats to the heart center. You're going to start to rotate your torso first down towards the floor. So almost like you're coming through a warrior three, even off through the hips. And then the right hand will find the floor or the block. Left hand to the sacrum. Strong lift through that right leg as you start to open up the left side of the rib cage and turn the chest towards the left side of your mat. Maybe that left hand comes up. Your right leg's going to step back either for twisted triangle or, if it feels better, twisted pyramid. Again, your right hand could be on a block. Wherever you are, you're drawing your left hip crease back, opening the left side of the rib cage, but most importantly, lengthening through the spine. Bend through your left knee, hop your right leg back a little bit. Send weight into the right hand as you step back. Vashisthasana. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, thread the left hand underneath the right rib cage. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, lift the left leg. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, lift the leg. Inhale, side plank. 3 more of each. Come back through your plank pose and then take it through your vinyasa. From your downward dog, step, walk, or float through to boat pose, Navasana. Legs can be bent or legs can be straight. You can extend your arms or you can hold behind the backs of your knees. Most important thing here is a nice tall spine. So we're not going to come into low boat today. We're going to do something a little bit different. It's going to look like we're going to come into low boat, but we're not. You're going to lean back a little bit. So you're not on your lower back, you're kind of on your sacrum. As you inhale, you're going to straighten your right leg, bring the heel down to hover above the mat. And then as you exhale, bring it back up to meet the left. Keep leaning back, long spine. Inhale, left leg floats down. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, right leg hovers. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, left leg hovers. Exhale, bring it back in. We've got 8 more on each side. This is a lot on your hip flexors. You can always hold behind the back of your leg that is floating. But I have faith in you. I'm sure that you can do it. You made it this far. One more each side. Yeet. You're going to plant the feet. Hands are going to come about a forearm's distance behind you. Bend the knees. You can turn the fingers out if you need to. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift the hips up. Come into your reverse table. We're going to hold it like this for a couple of breaths, and then I'm going to give you the option to add on. So you could stay here. Otherwise, you're going to plant down through your right foot. Look down at your pelvis. You're going to lift your left foot into a tabletop. If your left hip did that and just dropped towards the floor, you need to use your obliques and your right glute to even it off as much as you can. Inhale, set that left foot down. Exhale, draw the right knee up to tabletop. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, right leg. Inhale, set it down. Keep creating space between your shoulders and your ears. Just one more on each side. And then set it all the way down. You're going to come back into your boat pose. Once again, you hoped it was over and it wasn't. We're going to do something really similar, except both legs are going to come down this time. So lean yourself back a little bit. Take an inhale, extend both legs so the heels hover. Exhale, open the feet to the width of your mat or wider. Inhale, bring them back in. Exhale them to chest. Inhale, lower. Exhale, open. Inhale together. Exhale, draw up. Inhale, down. Exhale, split. Inhale together. Exhale up. 7 more. One more. Ouch. Bend those knees. We're coming back into that reverse tabletop. So take your fingers to where is best for you. Inhale, bend the knees. And then as you exhale, plant down through the feet. Lift up, open through the front of the chest. Once again, you could stay here. Otherwise, take your hands a little bit wider than your hips. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to shift your butt back to hover between your hands. Inhale, come up into your reverse table. As you exhale, straighten the knees, send the butt back. Your butt is hovering above the floor. Inhale, bring it back. You've just got 3 more. Inhale into your reverse table. Exhale, bring it down. You're going to roll all the way along the length of your spine. Option to come through a vinyasa, or option just to step yourself back into downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, you're going to shift yourself forward into plank pose. You're going to come all the way down onto your belly button. Onto your belly. No, only specifically your belly button. Okay. Make a pillow with your, making sure you can hear me through this mic. You're going to make a pillow with your hands. You're going to bring your knees as wide as the mat. Glue your heels together. Press your heels together and then draw them in towards your butt. You should already feel your hamstrings and your inner thighs working a lot. Take an inhale here. Don't arch through your lower back. As you exhale, you're going to see if you can lift the legs off. They might not lift, and that is fine. Inhale, slow lower down. Exhale, see if you can lift the legs. Inhale, slow lower down. We've got 8 more. Keep remembering to press the heels together and draw them towards the glutes as well. Last one. you're going to keep the lift. As you inhale, you're just going to split the legs so they go to the corners of the mat. And then as you exhale, squeeze them back together, heels towards each other in the glutes. Keep those legs lifted. Inhale, split. Exhale, draw them back together. We're only going to do 3 more. One more. And then send it down. Bring those feet hips distance and neutral. You're going to take the hands behind your head. I'm trying to figure out where this place this microphone. Okay, you're going to take your hand behind your head, hands behind your head. Elbows come off the floor. So first thing, lift those elbows wide. You should already feel the backs of your shoulders working. Relax your neck. You're going to use your hands behind your head as a little bit of feedback. Keep those elbows wide and lifting. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to think of lengthening the back of your neck by gently pressing your head into your hands and then press your pubic bone down. Lift the upper body. Again, it's probably not going to be much. As you inhale, you're going to turn the torso. See if you can tap the left elbow to the floor without drawing the elbow towards the floor. So keep those elbows really, really wide. I can't do it. It's fine. Exhale, come to center. Inhale, see if you can get the right elbow to touch. Exhale through center. Inhale, set it down. There you go. Now you all know how shit my thoracic rotation is. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, elbows lift away from the floor. Keep them there. Lift the torso up. Inhale, like someone's pulling your elbows away from each other. Twist. Inhale back to center. And then as you exhale, twist in the other direction. Oof. Inhale back to center. Exhale, set it down. This is probably the hardest thing for me to do. We're going to do 3 more. Lift your torso, elbows wide. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, down. 1 more. Whew, that is humbling. Okay, we're going for bow pose. If this is not in your practice, you can take Shalabhasana. We're going to do 2 rounds. We're going to do them slightly differently. Whoops. So the first one, you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back, broaden your collarbones. So shoulder heads move away from the floor. Hips are neutral, heels in line with the glutes. Squeeze your heels in towards your glutes. Take an inhale here. First thing, keep your legs down. As you exhale, see if you can move your fists towards your heels. You could stay here. Otherwise, take an inhale. As you exhale, see if you can lift your thighs up off the mat without spreading your knees wide. So it's like you've got a wall on either side of your hips and you can't move past it. And then exhale, slowly lower down. You could stick with that and just reverse the interlace of the fingers. Otherwise, reach back for the outside edges of the feet. Your height should not change here. The kick of the feet is just going to allow you to open your shoulders a bit more. Take an inhale. First thing, as you exhale, peel the shoulders away from the floor. Peel the upper body up. Keep your legs down. Take an inhale. As you exhale, see if you can lift your legs up off the floor. I'm not yanking them up with my hands. I'm using my glutes and my hamstrings. My feet are kicking towards the back of the room to allow me to get a little bit more opening through my shoulders. And then slow, lower down. Release the feet. Bring the hands off towards the edges of the mat, up onto the fingertips, elbows to the sky. Inhale, peel up, wide arm cobra. And then as you exhale, drop the right shoulder, look towards the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, drop the left shoulder, look towards the right. Inhale through center, 1 more each side. Inhale, come up through center. And then as you exhale, press the floor away. Come into your plank pose. And then send it all the way up and back, downward dog. You could stay here, or you can flush it out with a vinyasa. Do whatever you need to do to neutralize your spine. Inhale, sweep that right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step it all the way forward. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, Anjaneyasana. And then as you exhale, Ardha Hanuman. You could just stay here, otherwise we'll flow through. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman. 3 more. From your Ardha Hanuman, if you wanted to make your way towards full Hanuman, you could. If you wanted to stay in Ardha Hanuman, you could. Otherwise, if you want to build a bit more strength, fingertips could come to blocks, would be helpful. You're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, engage through the front of your right leg. See if you can lift your heel. Inhale, set it down. It's really hard. Exhale, see if you can lift that heel. Inhale, set it down. 3 more. Feels like it should be so much easier than it is. From here, you're going to shift forward. You could stay here. You could come down to forearms, or you could bend your back knee. Grab a hold with your right foot onto your left. Grab a hold with your right hand onto your left foot and come into the quad stretch. Slow release that left foot, lift the back knee. Option just to step back to downward dog or take a vinyasa. Left leg steps forward, drop the back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman. Option again to stay, otherwise we'll flow through 4 more times. Option to stay here. Option to come into full split, otherwise fingertips can plant. Take an inhale. As you exhale, engage the left quad. See if you can lift the heel. Oh, this side's way easier. Inhale, set it down. 4 more. If you're in split, you can stay there. Otherwise, you can come back into your low lunge. You could come into lizard, or you could bend the right knee, reach back with the left hand, and take the quad stretch. Slowly release whatever stretch you're in. You're going to make your way to downward dog with or without one final vinyasa. Look towards the top of the mat, step walk or float through to a seat. And then you're going to roll yourself all the way down onto your back. We're going to finish off with a bridge or a wheel, a little bit of ab work, and then we are done. So make your decision. You can start in bridge and then make your way to wheel, or you can come straight up into wheel. So take your hands where you want them. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to lift the hips up. If you're coming into wheel pose, your fingertips face your shoulders. Don't let your elbows spread wide. Don't come onto the crown of the head. Take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, engage through your back body. Press through your arms like a tricep press. And then come straight up. Don't over grip your glutes. So your glutes are engaged, but they're not gripping. If you're in bridge, you can take an active bridge or a supported bridge. If you want to work some more single leg work, you could take a march here, making sure that you're staying nice and even through that pelvis so you're not dropping from one side to the other. I know it seems really finicky, but it's important. It will build strength in your balance poses and your day-to-day other sports that you do. If you're like a runner or a climber, it's going to give you that stability that you need to make those quick transitions without injuring yourself and just loading into your knees and your lower back. Wherever you are, we're going to take 2 more breaths. Hello, hello. I'm on the floor. I know, it's very exciting. And then you're going to bring yourself all the way down. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Take a Supta Baddha Konasana, whatever is the best for you to release your spine. Have your dog lick your eyeball. Thanks, buddy. All right, we're going to finish up with a little bit of core work. So you're going to float your legs up into tabletop. Your lower back and your lower ribs will stay in contact with the floor. Think of pulling on a tight pair of jeans so that place between your lower hip points draws slightly away from your fingertips, and then shins are parallel to the floor. Your knees are above your hips, so don't draw them towards your chest. That makes it easier. Float your hands up towards the sky. Take an inhale. As you exhale, left hand, right leg move away from each other. Your right leg can be bent. You do not have to come far. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, float them away. Exhale, bring it back to center. Make sure you're not shifting from side to side, so you're not rocking your rib cage or your pelvis side to side. Oh yeah, thanks, buddy. Just sit on my head. Ow. Okay, apparently I'm doing this with my head up. So make sure you're not rocking from side to side. And make sure that your lower ribs stay in contact with the floor and you're not overarching through your stomach, right? So if you think about the front of your ribs, don't let your upper rib cage expand. My dog has magically disappeared. I had a delivery. So we're still going with these dead bugs. Try not to rock through your pelvis, through your rib cage. We're gonna do a couple more on each side. And then keep your legs floating in tabletop. You're going to bring your hands behind your head, elbows are wide. As you inhale, shoot your legs along on a diagonal. As you exhale, you're going to do a reverse curl. So imagine that you're curling your knees into your chest, but with control. So you should be able to pause here with your lower back off the floor. Inhale, reach it long, back of the ribs are on the floor. And then as you exhale, come into this reverse curl. Hold it. Inhale, bring it long. Exhale, reverse curl. Hold it. 2 more like this. You could do 5 more like that. Otherwise, head is going to float. Neck is relaxed. Inhale. Exhale, crunch everything in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, crunch everything in. Inhale to lengthen. We've just got 2 more. 3 more. 3 more. Last one. And then slowly release, hug those knees in towards the chest. You're going to cross that left ankle over the right knee. Let the legs fall over towards the left. Take the right shoulder down towards the floor. Or take your favorite spinal twist. And then bring it back through center. Take it to the other side. Bring it back through center. Draw the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe reach for the outside edges of the feet. Coming into happy baby pose. And once again, draw the knees in towards the chest. Take any other final poses, stretches, movements you need. When you're ready, take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And big open mouth exhale, let it all go. Come into your favorite final resting position. And please feel free to stay here for as long as what serves you. Today, as you go forward, may you be calm in your thoughts, kind in your words, and have peace in your heart. Namaste.